Hola, hola, ¿qué tal mi gente? Bienvenidos a un nuevo video. Esta vez reaccionando al 1v1 de Zen versus Osaft. Dentro video. Sí, perdió.
What is going on? Osaft's taking game 1 against Zen, and he's done it in style 8-5. He was up 8-3, and that's a
Bueno,
dominant
pero el
game.
primer partido
Honestly,
nomás.
he's looking great. The
Es el primero
practice
que gane
partner for
4
Rlcs, like Rlcs
partidos
told
de
us.
7.
Because he knows Rlcs is that, you know, top German 1v1er. I think he might be in a little bit in his head about playing against him.
Vale, gente.
Extra bonus to dodge him.
Comenzamos con el segundo partido. El Rlcs 1v1.
I think that's going to be good enough, and he had a great game number 1 for his chances.
El primer partido le ganó el Osaft.
Doing all the things he needs to do. He's winning kickoffs. He's like making sure to keep the ball when he gets a hold of it and not give it away too much, because you know Zen's going to score some goals that there's just nothing you can do about.
A ver,
He can dominate the
¿quién ganará la
possession,
serie?
and that's going to force Zen to get nitty-gritty and start to show if he's been doing his homework on the ones game, which I'm sure he has. He's taking a sweet time here, though. Osaft backing way off, and you're going to send into his natural habitat, the sky, where he is so dangerous. Osaft does well. Dissuades him from continuing to fly.
Yeah, he got him to back out of his play and just go for a standard air dribble. But this is honestly a huge switch up from game number 1. Felt like Zen was almost never in control of the game. Osaft was dictating everything, and for this first full minute, Zen has had control, and now he's got Osaft right where he wants him. No boost, air dribble bump, his favorite move this tournament will be the first goal.
He is just so good at this. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing Zen in 2s and 1s again and see if he's getting more physical in those games. Because his air dribble is really impressive, even though he's not the guy who's often associated with them. I think it was CJ asking yesterday, is he going to make air dribble
50?
cool?
Aquí le ganó el Osaft.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Zen. And right now, he's looking to try and turn around this series. What we've seen from him so far, I was mentioning when I was just talking, you know, to the void by myself, is that he's had some rough series. You know, he hasn't been just dominating in all of them. He struggled in the Swiss even against some players that maybe didn't make main event. But he's learning on the fly as he goes, and Osaft is going to have to hope that he doesn't do that here in this series.
No le deja. Bueno, ahí la regaló un poco el Zen. Ahí puede haber hecho otra cosa. Reset. No. La regaló. Le cayó encima. Bueno. Empates.
Nowhere near getting demoed on that play. He knew he was fine, boosting up on his own back wall.
Yeah, chasing him up the back wall with 0 boost is definitely an all-in play. And when he didn't connect on it, he had to have known that he was going to get scored on. Zen is actually able to dictate here on a position where it felt like Osaft had boost. Osaft does manage to get his own back corner, so he's going to force Zen away, who chain dashes away. See if he can get
Pero para nada realmente, pero como un fake, ¿no?
Almost ceiling height, but Zen manages to make the play.
Osaft going to try to take this. No, he actually just pops it, so he opts for the awkward pop forward. Must have been a tough one.
Está haciendo algo sospechoso.
Hit back with himself, which would have been preferable
Un segundo.
to keep possession. Zen is letting him have a bit of space in this matchup. He clearly thinks he could beat him. Oh, nearly gets a demo in the back corner, does Osaft. Yeah, Zen just wants to outplay him in open play. He doesn't want to go for any 50-50s that aren't.
Uf, no le dejó que lo bumpee. No se dejó bumpear.
So far, Zen doesn't get the boost steal here, but the 50-50 is really good. It's perfect, and he walks in the open net.
O sea, Zen subió a Osaft. Ah, de la jugada anterior, sí, sí.
Everybody grabs boost there, but Zen decides not to, and then Osaft challenged way too far out. He was, you know, off left side of the ball, enabled Zen to keep that in play. So a Zen lead, but Osaft has been lethal from these positions. Maybe a missed boost grab there from Zen. He's going to arrive late, and Osaft will
50. Tiro por abajo.
Saw Zen going high, he low 50s it through him.
No le dio el reset, ¿no?
He just pulls away from the ball.
No le dio el reset.
There, let Zen hit the ball into him. That's something we see Zen do a lot in 3v3. He has such a threat with the high reset.
¿Saque quién se lo lleva? Nadie. No, sí lo saca. Uy, ¿cuál le saque? Muy importante los saques.
Gets a kickoff goal. This is where Zen has to be careful. You can't let this happen too often.
And right now it has been. Zen hasn't been able to figure it out. We've seen him delaying as a way to kind of get around that fact. You know, if you can't win these more standard type kickoffs, make sure they're always a mix-up by including a bit of delay or something else of your own. He's going to survive this shot attempt here. 6 boosts to work with, and fakes the flick and tries to just walk it in the net, but isn't going to be able to.
Yeah, this is an awkward position. This is the kind of position that you only get in 1v1, so this is something Osaft will have more practice in.
Están peleando por la posición de la bola.
He's very good at 2v2, of course. He might be the best in the world at that game mode, maybe the best
Hey.
3v3 player, but these slow
No le puedo
positions where
hacer
the ball's barely
nada al
moving
Zen en esa jugada.
really only exclusively happen
A
in 1v1,
dribbling.
where Osaft has more recent
Le
game
corta en el
time.
aire. Zen.
Zen does get the ball back with the aerial challenge, though. The low scoring game, Osaft
Zenito.
again. He's just going early every time. Does
No,
not want to defend
no le dejó.
effectively against Zen's aerials.
Osaft
Por
gonna
arriba.
go for a bump of his
Ahí hay un gol.
own. Zen goes underneath
Wow.
it and
Un gol,
makes
sí,
the
sí, sí,
save,
sí, sí.
but Osaft gets back to it. The fact
Esa
that
mecánica
Zen
está muy
got that
rota,
in the
tú.
first place.
But yeah, Zen missed the boost. He went for the back corner boost and just missed it. That put him in a horrible position. Needed to make a heroic save, which wasn't
Ganó el
enough.
saque.
Osaft can make it 5. He
Uy.
does. These small mistakes by Zen, they're starting to compound as he falls back.
Maldito
by 3.
saque, Zen.
We might be on track for a 2-game lead for Osaft. I do not think we were expected to be here. Zen is digging himself a hole,
Joder, Zen.
but he's got one of his own to try and keep this game alive.
Ahora hay que
That's a nice play there. Osaft trying to
adaptarse como juega el rival.
ball from a bit of distance. And that just hits it straight to Zen. Still good reaction by Zen. He had to jump there.
Final
to
es
keep that in front of him.
un...
Minute to go.
¿Cómo se dice?
Zen trying to upset the player that's
Bueno,
got
una
more
contra, algo así se puede
experience.
decir.
They're calling it an upset in terms of
Una
who's played ones more recently. Of course,
defensa bien.
none of us thought Osaft
Esos
was
tipos de
gonna be able to
saques.
play this well against Zen, though. We will tell
Complicado
you that for a
ganar.
fact. And, oh, not even the new respawn update can save Osaft here. Zen with the demo and the goal.
Yeah, Osaft trying to pick probably the closest
Pumpió.
spot to the net where he could cut off this
El
angle.
golito de Zen,
Respawn's
4-5.
gonna return, but Zen keeps it away. So this game, right as it was threatening to get pulled away for Osaft, Zen keeps it interesting and is
Muy
off
igualado
to
de
another
momento.
kickoff. Osaft so quick on the wave dash kickoff to recover to that midfield boost, and he will take it to the air.
Muy igualado.
Easiest of setups,
El dribble.
but he finds a way to get an air
Uy, al palo.
barely off.
Por poquito.
Osaft's got to be careful here in the back corner. Zen could be going for the demo. Actually, just plays for the boost steal. Osaft was the one who ended up being in the more aggressive
Corta en el
position.
medio, Zen.
Osaft's pace is looking good in this
Le
exchange.
cae encima.
He's been boost starved though. Has to be careful in the back
Y gol.
corner. He finds a way to get to the ball.
Oh, la falló.
Can't hit the target, but this is still
Uy, qué
a great
troleada.
trade. He wins the boost battle. He's got Zen on the back
Uy,
foot
se fue
and
gol.
he scores
Entonces-
again. It's Osaft by 2 with 15 seconds left.
This is not an
Ay,
easy
es que
thing
cayó un
to
poco
do.
mal
He's
el Zen ahí.
playing keep away from Zen. He's diving across the net and he's keeping the speed up while controlling the ball.
Mayor
Enough
enemigo
that a
de
player
todo el mundo,
like
el poste.
Zen
Sí,
cannot
sí.
close the distance and cannot find space to challenge. That
Hay
is
que
an impossible task.
calcular bien
Osaft
el tiro.
is succeeding at. Zen
Chúntele bien,
still has an
pégale
opportunity.
bien.
He has to score here and get a good kickoff, but that save is probably enough, pushing Zen back, wasting the last moments. Unless no, it's over.
5-6, falta un segundo.
That's got to be point 1.
Nah, no creo. Tiene que ganar el saque y...
Close to 0. Zen just getting it in time, but yeah, it's
Lo hace bien, lo sabe, es
Osaft has to stick to the ball
imposible.
here, surely. I mean, Zen's going to try to delay this. What will Osaft go for? He could just belly flop the ball and I think
Yeah,
he
so
wins.
that's what I was thinking. Just jump on top of it.
Ahí está.
he's
Nada más que...
it.
Yeah, he flipped into it, so Zen's got a chance here, but it's not going to be a good one. Yeah, I mean, it's still so hard.
Bueno,
Even if you do get the ball into the
2-0 para los Osaft.
But look at this, Osaft 2-0. Huge performance by him. Just keeping the control breathing going.
Vamos a ver
This is his
lo que
biggest
pasa.
match of his Rocket League career,
lo que pasa.
and he is living up to the occasion.
We saw earlier in
Para
this
que Zen lo le logra remontar.
having a very similar result to Osaft right here. Started off strong. Zen was clearly clawing it back, and then ultimately, you know, couldn't be beat once he did find his form. So it's still a scary position to be in if you're Osaft, but obviously
Pero
you
ya
can't
estamos
ask
en
for
top
much more
10 y...
than what he's gotten out
No,
of this
top
game
8 ya.
one and this game two.
Estos muchachos son muy buenos.
There. The
Jugadores.
execution is there. There has been very little to no nerves from Osaft, who's had a lot of tough beginning.
Aquí el que
Hits.
trolea pierde.
Did you see that frustration by Zen? He's looking like the... It looked like the Italian hands there from Zen. But yeah, he's definitely going to have those moments in ones where he just feels like, what is going on? What am I supposed to do? Because kickoffs will go against him. Have you actually seen any drive kickoffs from Zen today? He did do that yesterday against Nas. But did he do it this match against Osaft yet?
I don't think he's done any drive kickoffs here. We've seen some other people do them, but Not Zen, not yet.
I want to see that from Zen just to mix things up a
Vale,
little
partido
bit.
número
It's a
3.
kickoff for you to
Juego número
simply
3
drive through the ball, let the opponent win it. Oh, Zen just missed a speed flip. I mean,
del
he's
best of
making some
7.
mechanical mistakes here because he's clearly distracted. He can't
Para que
get
otra vez
into
gane
flow
los up.
state. He's playing manual thinking Rocket League, which is not the way
Ahí
Rocket
vamos.
League should be played.
Uy.
Oh, what a save by Zen. Osaft's gonna
No.
pull it out of the way though. That's frustrating.
Nerfeen esa
for
mecánica.
Zen.
Está muy
Osaft
rota.
1-0.
Dios.
Trying not to
No se vale.
tilt out of a one series you're losing is an impossible challenge. But Zen certainly should be capable. We saw him talking earlier to his team streamer
Una explosión de gol.
in the chat, and I feel like that almost maybe helped him relax.
Bueno, ya no es tan nueva, pero
Like,
es una de
oh,
las
lost,
últimas que salió.
he's too good. A way to kind of
Ratatouille,
diffuse it a
¿no?
little bit. I don't know if he's got anybody to brush off the frustrations with today.
El dribble.
But Osaft, he doesn't have
Bomb.
to be frustrated at all. He snipes Zen.
Qué hijo de su madre. Nah, le está spameando el... Ahí dribble bomb. Está trejareando duro el sabe. Madre mía.
And he's crushing Zen in the physical game. He's scored once with a bump in this game already. Now with a double demo. It's the two aspects of the game that we highlighted as Osaft favor. And I'll be honest, I have seen a lot of moments where I'm thinking Zen isn't going for demos. If you swap him out with Moxie, Moxie would go for a demo in that spot.
Control.
But Zen is just not doing it. I think it's
Click.
just the lack of experience.
No le dejó. Buena defensa.
And this is, you know, a win for the 1v1 grinders everywhere of Osaft is going to be able to take down Zen. We'll see if he can find a flow state and make
Fue
Osaft
control.
so far.
Reset.
Doesn't feel like he
Fake.
has much at all. He's reading Zen.
Uy,
Nice
casi.
save from Zen. That was
Creo que era el
such a
otro palo
good
mejor
position
de
by
pegarla.
Osaft to place it in the top left. A little bit of an awkward recovery, but Zen's
Ah, todo el
going back
hueco
to
ahí.
all reliable, and it's not going to work.
What a save by Osaft. He had barely any boost in that position, but he's making Zen second guess himself. And, you know, I've got to say, Zen is not looking confident
sí.
in his aerial
¿Todo tuyo?
game, at least not compared to what
Uy,
we used
hizo
to
la
see from
típica.
him. He booms a wall shot in here. But Osaft is not just
Está mal colocado el rival, pues le
because
pego
of
en
the
Pepo y ya
1v1,
está.
main associated
Más sencillo,
things. He's
más
also
efectivo.
just doing a great job defending against Zen's usually undefendable aerials.
Delay kickoff.
Yeah, I mean, this is just
Pick
a
up the delay.
breakout game here for Osaft. Don't get it twisted. It's not a ones cheeser who is just happening to beat Zen. You know, he's put together a great performance, and if he keeps playing like this, it's a very well-deserved win. Yeah, in all
50.
regards. But he's up
En
only
los up,
2-1.
gol.
He's bumped Zen up though, and he's
Vale,
gonna get
3-1.
another.
No
He's
3.
just better in these close quarters exchanges. He just knows when he can go for the ball, when he can make Zen awkward. And Zen did not see that coming.
¿Será este el fin del
Surely
Hombre
Osaft's
Araña?
gonna back off here. Surely, at worst case scenario, I'm going to get a 50-50 that's even. Zen, you know, credit to him. He is in the lab right now, live, trying to develop a kickoff game in front of our very
Parece, ¿no?, que va a
eyes.
ganar el Osaft.
He's getting some success.
Tiene que cambiar el playstyle del Zen.
For the Zen believers,
Si no le va a
who want
ganar.
to see him correct the rest of this series. If you can see a couple kickoffs go his way, especially ones like that directly to net. He has another diagonal. Simski did switch his flip the other way to try and mirror what just worked for him before. Why not? He's going to try and stay on ball. He doesn't get that corner boost. He knows he's not going to get it. So it seemed like he's maybe going to go to the opposite corner, but ultimately just picks up a couple pads
Aquí la regaló.
before heading back to his half.
Oh, that's a good play by Osaft, just forcing Zen high and now taking the ball back. He's
Esperando que
waiting to
venga.
see if Zen will make a mistake here. Zen fake challenge.
No.
Osaft doesn't fall for it. Now
Dribble,
Osaft taking
ground
off
dribble.
early. Zen does well to get in the way of it, but then again, those little bumps from Osaft are just not things that Zen's used to, clearly. Getting boxed out of the play here. It looks like Osaft might have made a mistake, but before you know it, he's making his way back to the ball. Zen can't get a read on it. It's pretty clear.
Zen, todo tuyo.
Yeah, Zen
Mejorable ese flick.
disadvantage here.
No le salió tan bien.
When it gets launched away with
Muy en medio.
He's going to have to sit in the air for many seconds and think about his life before he gets back down. And now Osaft's opportunity.
Oh my God.
Just faster than Zen.
Fue más rápido que Zen ahí de
He
los
just
apps.
completely calls his bluff. Osaft knew that there was no boost to steal, so he just plays the ball instead.
Es que la defensa,
And yeah, he's got
la forma en que
the win
sacó la bola
in
no
the
fue la
race because
correcta.
the ball's coming towards him
Demasiado al
quickly.
medio,
He saw
demasiado
Zen's
fácil
save,
de...
was hard into the backboard. Two-goal
de
advantage
calcular.
for the underdog, and this really would be one of the biggest upsets that we've seen. We know that Zen is not a player who plays ones all that much, but he has still had so much success in the game mode that nobody thought
Fake
Osaft
reset,
had a
casi
chance here.
fake.
Yeah, I mean, I think even that recent win against Nas is proof that he can win against the people who play ones. Nas is a guy who's both
Bueno, pues
very
salió,
talented
se va
and
atrás para
plays
atrás.
ones. So it's
Otro
already been
intento.
shown that Zen is
50.
on form and that he could beat anyone. There's a reason
Pegando
why
un poco el Zen
all
aquí.
of us moved Zen up to just underneath Moxie
Buen
as a
pedito.
favorite for this tournament. And Zen has to try and
Bueno, ahí sí le pegó bien.
prove us right here. He's not out of a series. He can definitely keep this going. And this game, very winnable after a demo gets him a third goal.
Yeah, we are seeing some promising signs for Zen in this game. He's adapting with his kickoff, starting to have more success in that aspect of the game. He's maybe spotting some
3-4.
areas where he can get demos. Both players have delayed here. Zen actually the one who comes away with it.
Metieron delay los dos.
Osaft has managed to get back in control of the play here. Can he re-establish the 2-goal lead? Zen just charging in. Osaft saw it coming. Low 50. Keeps
Hola, Chipriota.
challenge. That seems like it's at least distracted Osaft enough to win the ball back, and he buries the open net.
Gol de Zen. 4-4.
In defense, not making him easy to read, and he's able to dunk.
Un mal
Osaft
ataque ahí de
and
los
take it
Osaft.
away. It's interesting how scary Osaft has looked in open field when he's had a chance. Another delay.
Uy.
Zen sticks to it twice. You know, he throws rock on the RPS twice.
Kickoff cringe.
Yeah, he's just sticking to what has
Bueno.
been working.
Es un juego, ¿no?
To show, you know, if you're losing kickoffs, you've got to switch something
El
up.
que
Even if
más-
it's just the timing of your arrival. Is Zen confident with his aerials?
Fue con la mente del rival,
Really
gana.
high with this one. Got the ball past Osaft, but didn't get it past the cross.
Más habilidades.
The flick will though, and
Y el
that's
más
a 1-goal advantage.
asqueroso también.
Yeah, Zen was prepping in case Osaft was going to dive out here. He positioned ready to pop the ball if he did. As soon as he noticed he didn't, he said, okay, I'm going to be able to catch and collect and get this flick. Zen in the lead is quite a rarity so far
Kickoff normal.
in this series. And
Split flick.
this is such a tough spot. Osaft looks so scary from these
Split flick.
positions. Zen trying to challenge.
Hay que confundir. Las temas de confundir.
Impressive. Osaft
Hay que confundir
thought Zen
flip
was gonna
con
fall
flick.
down lower after the ceiling challenge, but Zen stays up there and gets a perfect boost.
Y da
for
vuelta de
his
momento,
spot. Now he's into
sí.
an aerial
A ver
of
qué
his
pasa.
own. Very convenient. He wants a 50 and he muscles it in.
That's more like
Hola,
it from
Iker.
Zen. That is what we're used to seeing from him. Just absolute confidence in his aerial supremacy. And he's got a 2-goal advantage for himself.
Oh, LKHRR.
Impressed though with the mental game from Zen in this series.
6-4.
and in this game especially.
Va
He was
ganando Zen.
down, and he could have easily tilted out of this. I said cringe game
Fake.
mode, cringe 1v1 main.
Parte de los
don't
off.
care. I'm gonna go play threes and blame my teammates.
Oh,
But he's not
50.
done that. He's stuck in it, and he's trying to win it.
Uf, casi.
And that is so impossible for me personally. So I'm very impressed. Oh, a little pogo shots. Top left. He just needs to be careful here. I don't know if he considers that to be a safer option because he falls to the ground.
La partida parece que es así.
Just needs to make sure there's no quick goals. He's turtling.
Hola,
He's
Luis.
turtling defensively. Clearly, he still feels comfortable, and he was able
Vale,
to
ok.
snag this game,
1-2.
prevent himself needing 4 straight game
¿Viene la
wins.
remontada?
He's got game number 3.
And he's going to put in a 7th. Just pad the stats a little bit. But we thought this series would be going the other way. It's Zen who's having to fight back from behind, and
Chinito.
Zen who's having to learn as he goes. He's not just trying to download Osaft's playstyle, he's also trying to download the 1v1 kickoff meta.
Le spameó muchísimo
I still
eso.
think there are some spots
Aerial
where Zen's
bomb.
missing opportunities to demo. I think he could be boxing Osaft out of the play with demo threats more than he does. If you look at Osaft, meanwhile, he's way better at noticing those moments, and he's getting free possession as a result.
Yeah, Osaft is animated here in this 1v1, but Zen is a
Uy,
little
un
desk
poquito se
slam
tilteó ahí.
from Zen. I can't remember which moment that was. Maybe after
Es
the
que le está
double
jugando un poco
there,
guarro el
it seems like
Osaft.
that would be a frustrating point, but
It was when he made the overhead save, and Osaft just turned with 0 boost and shot the ball,
oh, okay.
which is definitely annoying because he probably thought in that moment, nice, my ball.
No, veo,
There's no boost for him to steal.
no,
He's gonna
memes
go to
o
net.
cómo se dice.
Which is just annoying because Zen will
Sí, el
go
Zen.
behind the ball there, and it's a goal for him.
No sé. El bailecito que se
He's
pegó.
struggling to read Osaft, and that's full credit to Osaft. We have not seen this from him before. He's had some impressive results, but nothing of the caliber of what he's showing us right now.
Yeah, Zen, he's picking up things from his opponents as he goes through this tournament. You know, I feel like I've seen people use various different strategies against him. Next thing you know, Zen said, hey, that worked well, I'll take that. And he started to do that a little bit himself. So maybe once he plays Moxie, the problem is once he plays Moxie, it'll be probably a bit too late to learn how to bump. You're going to have to figure that out a little bit earlier. If he does get to play Moxie, because right now it's feeling like
Buen
Osaft
flick.
fights.
I mean, look at Osaft go? He's just completely in control here. That is a monster of a delayed flick, and he really waited so long with that one, so low to the ground. Zen had no idea that that was going to come over the top of him. Now Zen with a chance from his own kickoff. Not the power shot he wanted.
No era la mejor opción eso.
It was lacking.
Le pegó demasiado suave también.
Because of a slight mistiming by Zen.
Osaft, strong possession play. Wants to keep this going in his favor. Zen is floating off the ceiling. He has no interest in allowing the air dribble. But Osaft says, fine, I'll go to the ground. I'll show you my delayed flick game.
Buenos flicks. Buenos flicks, che.
Two huge delayed flicks back to back on a player many consider to be the best in the world. Osaft has got tricks that Zen has not seen before, at least not at this rate of regularity. I mean, to pull the same move twice in a row, and it's even better the second time.
Gracias, Iker.
Able to make that
Eres Iker, ¿no?
as Zen looks to get going. He sees the pinch from Osaft, backs off, and wants to gain control. Osaft, though, even though he only has pads to work with, immediately dives in on the play and wants to make sure that Zen is not comfortable.
Oh, look at this from Zen. He's trying to somehow ground pinch this while going back the other way. That was another moment.
A ver qué hace Osaft.
Osaft's in the air. Zen demoed him. Instead, it's
qué buena tú. Nah. De locos.
Flicks the ball past him. Zen's had enough of waiting on the goal line and getting delayed flicked on, but it turns out when he tries to challenge, Osaft is aware of that threat as well.
Yeah, I think
igualitos como los que yo hago.
That if he's given space and he's given it clean possession, he's just been too good. Zen has to do his best to make sure that never happens. As Osaft's delayed kickoff, this is going to be saved. The question is, can Zen?
Ellos por lo menos van a tener unas 10 horas de juego, de ver jugada.
And has read the bluff that Osaft was not going to challenge there on the ground. Zen taking
Más
it
o más.
away from Osaft, back to net. He's going to get it on target. He does, and that's only something Zen can do.
He's just caressed this one into the air dribbling it around the challenge, resetting it back on, and then slowing it down in case it's hitting the crossbar.
Pa adentro.
Every touch in that air dribble had to be perfect, but with Zen holding the controller, you can bet that they're all going to be.
Just so impressive to get around the detour, get around the cone that's up there in the air,
Okay, a ver qué hace.
and find a way to score. But Osaft, for the most part,
challenge.
has not been a cone in defense. He has been tough to get by.
Vaya control tienen, qué bestialidad.
Just gonna test Osaft, a very soft touch, and Osaft passing
Buena
the test,
salvada.
pitched it to the ceiling.
What a save! What a save!
Here. Both of them turn off the ball, and now they're playing that low boost scenario that we've said Osaft is much more.
Esperando nuevamente indicado, ahora.
And he's gonna
Flick.
score.
Cambio de palo, gol.
You know, all these little fakes and feints by Zen, they're just not convincing enough. He flips away, indicating to Osaft that he doesn't want to challenge, and then Osaft predicts perfectly when the real challenge is coming. These are the moments where Osaft can use his knowledge and just all of his experience to catch
Zenito. Zenito. Epa, no le dejó.
He's really showing consistency that Moxie would be proud of. Oh,
What the fuck, lo que acaba de fallar.
Zen has to use this for a sign of life. He's going back to his
Estás
favorite move.
contando.
Osaft up early, saw the air dribble bump is happening. He knows that Zen hasn't quite been a one-trick pony with that, but it's definitely something when he's gotten the space he's been going to every time. Now he's shooting from distance.
What a save.
And he's really putting a test on Osaft. He's saying, I don't think you can make, good enough saves to survive in defense
Control,
forever.
reset,
I'm just gonna throw it at
fake.
your net and then see if I can't follow that.
That little touch right there to pop the ball up from Zen is
Entró con la
perfect.
puntita.
Gives him so many options, and Osaft, like many other Rocket League players in RLCS,
Muy difícil de parar eso.
because Zen's threatening with his reset mechanics.
A no ser que no sepas.
Gets hit with a low 50. Oh, Osaft's on the late kickoff. He chips it back corner. Advantage to the German again.
Zen able to make the first save, but it cost him a little bit of boost he had after the fake, and Osaft knew after picking up that
Está en problemas,
was going to go in his favor. He just needed the ball to be somewhere
Creo que le van a dar este partido
close
atrás
to
del
being in play.
Osaft.
And when it was, he gets around it to score. So kickoff mix-ups from Zen. Not going as well as he would have liked. He missed a dash here, didn't land. Oh, what was Osaft doing though? He made it almost possible for a second there.
You didn't want to be missing two open nets in the same game. That one would have been.
Nah, se le salió sin querer. Está un poco nervioso, me parece.
Must have been a miss input as he takes a couple deep breaths, wide-eyed, staring at the ball rolling in. Osaft has got this one. in the bag if he can just lock in. Zen doesn't know what to do with it.
Zen going to the ceiling reset.
No, Zen, ¿qué haces? No troles. Vaya troll. Zenito.
I mean, Osaft doing such a good job to match the height with his ceiling challenges. He's flown up to the ceiling as Zen's at the ceiling.
Le faltó calidad.
Come back down as Zen's coming down.
Parte del Zen.
Zen's looking at the goal, thinking, well, I mean, Osaft's in front of me, so I can't really shoot the ball. And he eventually does pull the trigger, and it's just Osaft's save at the bottom corner. He's
aéreo.
doing a good job, just making Zen question his aerial game. Another bump off the ball. Osaft again, just showing his mastery.
Sí.
1v1 game mode.
Vaya corte hizo en el medio campo.
And I would hate to be Zen right now in this game.
No.
Yeah, this is a frustrating one. Although it looks like he's maybe laughing it off from his POV, not taking it too hard, but it's just so tough. The physical game really helps, you know, lean into the tilt when you're not having a good time. Osaft able to steal away what looked like a goal with a slight bump, and then it goes the other way. Nothing worse. Osaft actually switching up. But we normally see from him, no wall dribble, instead plays it to the midfield.
No, tío, qué bestialidad.
Yes! Osaft started slow rolling Zen, so Zen says, let's just go next. I've had enough.
Como dirían ustedes, están papeando al centro.
Go next. That's amazing. The stopping the ball on the goal line is what made Zen tap.
Otro partidito más para Osaft. ¿Será easy win? ¿Remontará Zen? Lo sabremos en breves.
Is absolutely cruising right now. You know, it would have taken a lot from him to shift the odds in his favor. You know, if you're going into the series, what would you have to see to give Osaft the advantage? But I think he's done it. I mean, he has it now. Zen's back against the wall. Every game has looked so clean. He's got a 3-1 lead in the series. This has now become Osaft's series to lose. And this is when clutch Zen comes alive, which we've seen so many times, and we'll see how Osaft can handle that.
Yeah, you know, I think the smiles and the laughing from Zen is hiding what's really going on. I think if I had to guess what's really going on here is he's incredibly frustrated. He's tilted beyond belief, and yeah,
there's a little bit of it.
He's absolutely fuming. So Zen's got to try and calm down here, because he obviously has all the ability in the world. We all know that, but can he focus enough in the key moments? And for me, the key moments are kickoffs, of course, which he's starting to have more success in, but also these, I think it's these moments where both players have no boost. He's got to lock in these and try to figure out what to do. He's losing the vast majority of those situations with the game slows all the way down and nobody's got any boost or momentum.
Vale, partido número 5
no way to manufacture the rips, and that's kind of what he needs to see all these results. Maybe he's going to get a lot more chances to do it here if he can keep the series alive. He's on Parc de Paris, so maybe that'll be what gives him a chance. But starting off here, Osaft actually just kind of gave that ball away. Zen should have a recovery and a tap to net to make it 1-0.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, Osaft on match point. It could be the hardest game for him to win right here.
Ese res es muy abajo, ¿no?
Up until now, he has
Tiene
been the
sentido.
underdog, and we've all been just amazed at his ability to overplay and what we expected. But now that he's right there at the finish line, he can start to overthink it. He can start to panic and, you know, worry too much about what Zen is doing.
No, demasiado rápido le pegó la bola ahí.
He's done a great job not getting
fácil de sacar.
By Zen's nameplate, something that the rest of the Rock League world hasn't figured out how to do.
No, yeah.
Reset.
Everybody seems to get.
Qué buena.
The double reset. Look at this. He flips
Double reset fue.
right at the impact point.
Nuevamente, pero uno.
That is crazy. Zen
No.
sniping.
Dijo double reset. Solo fue un reset, ¿no?
Beautiful. Osaft just gets caught watching. Was hoping that Zen didn't have the accuracy, and he did. This is Zen with his back against the wall. Match points for his opposition. Osaft, what does he have in store?
Reset.
Is he feeling the moment right now?
No.
His shots are now being saved. Zen getting up. I feel like we saw almost all of those going earlier. This boost just spawns perfectly in time for him. I thought it was going to be too late. He did manage to get some.
Se equivocó.
Dives in, but should not be able to get back here. This should be an Osaft goal.
Yeah, Osaft just realizing he's got a lot of time there. Zen did bump him slightly as he went up for the aerial challenge. But yeah, I want to see that from Zen every time he's in the air. One, because it's entertaining to watch, but two, because he should know that if he peaks in the air, nobody's stopping him. It doesn't matter who he's up against. He's going to score the vast majority of the time if he just hits his
A ver aquí.
shots. And Osaft will really start to feel the pressure of
I dribble.
consistently. Here he goes.
Reset. Musty.
Reset,
No, fake musty.
Wants to bump, but it's off target. He actually pulled
Well,
that one too high.
nice try.
And he missed the demo on the exit as well.
The bump game hasn't been going as well for him. I would like to see Zen being a lot more selective on when he goes for him. There's always a time and place for an air dribble bump, but he is overly using it in moments where it's not guaranteed to work. It would be in, but surely Zen
Esa jugada no.
is going to stop it. Waits.
Muy sencilla de sacar.
Well enough. He does have control now. Osaft recovering on low boost. Zen is waiting for his opportunity, but Osaft has just been playing so well on zero. He never leaves the net open except for maybe right now.
Aquí estábamos colocando los ups. Le dejó mucho hueco ahí. Hasta los pros les pasa eso. Dejar mucho hueco. El techo que puede conseguir en este juego es de locos. Creo que imposible, diría yo. Llegar al techo absoluto de Rocket. Por eso es tan bonito este juego. Lo difícil que es. Lo bueno que puedes llegar a hacer con la práctica. El control, reset. Uy, buenísimo. Failing. Reset. Y le tiro por abajo. Claro. 3-2.
The angles are tough. I'm talking about back when Osaft was on completely zero. The fact that he fell for not a single one of those fakes is a big
No, ¿qué te pasó, Zen? Lo leaste. No trolees. No, se la regaló ahí. Muy lento.
Yeah, once again, it's those moments where Osaft's just got far too many reps. He
Fake.
knows what to do. Zen
Go fake.
made the wrong play. Osaft from
Fake
a long
kickoff.
distance.
That's one
Just
ditch.
going to back Zen up. Zen does land on the back wall here, so he can keep going for the ball, but he doesn't realize that it's his ball to go for. Now Osaft has it.
Uy, no, muy alta.
Seal is available, but Osaft's landed in the net. That's not ideal. Far from it. Now Zen coming the other way with the mind game. Osaft somehow saves it. What a
El control me
recovery.
encantó, De locos.
Zen played it so fast too. He knew he had an advantage, and that Osaft's recovery was going to be late. So he had such great set of first few touches to get the ball going, and yet still Osaft was back. He
No,
just
otra vez te lo libró esa
nice
vuelta.
reset off of the top of,
Le dejó todo el hueco.
Osaft's car, and he's going to use that to make it 4-3.
Fue por el turbo, ¿no?
Yeah, Osaft, it looks like he might
Grave
try to
error.
pump Zen and get the ball there, but right as he went for it, Zen pulled away, so it didn't work out. Unfortunate for Osaft, but that's exactly what Zen needs in those exchanges where he's usually second best. Setting up the ceiling play.
Challenge.
Osaft all over it. Just shuts that one down.
Gol.
Zen
No.
can go for the counter down the middle. Overhits it. Osaft in control in the midfield, trailing by 1 in game 5.
No boost available for
Is
Zen.
it?
He had to settle for pads after he looked and saw nothing in the
Ah.
corner. Nice catch and cut to keep it away from Zen.
Todo el delay que le metí ahí.
You know, it's hard
Espera el
to
momento
pick who's
indicado
like
y ahí.
the better aerial game in this, 'cause Osaft just shut down
Le
Zen in a
mueve,
previous play.
mueve la pelota
Makes it look easy as he walks the ball to the
al otro lado.
He really is matching Zen in a lot of the aspects we thought Zen would be far better in.
Osaft is probably going to start feeling the moment now. Now he's 1 minute away from that goal that could win him the series, and instead it does not work out that way. Zen slightly delayed as well, and then
Delay.
dashes
Sí,
into the
sí.
ball. Much better 50.
Sí, sí.
Beats out Osaft to make it 5-4.
A great
Eso me da un
shot
asco a mí cuando me lo
from
hacen.
the back corner.
Pero
Still going for this one. He needs that upper bracket to
hay que utilizarlo. No
finish
queda
as
más.
far in the tournament as possible. Osaft.
Oh.
With a
Como eso
burst
también. Da mucho asco.
acceleration. Shoots the ball and smashes Zen out of the way.
Zen heads to the ground.
Reset.
Osaft is maybe going to go for some sort of power shot.
Sí, lo va directamente a bumpear.
Osaft
Qué rata.
touches the ball softly and gets
Pero
out of it
es
in order to
parte
get
del juego.
the Another crucial kickoff here to see who's going to get to hold the lead and maybe play the lead in the final minutes. Osaft is going to steal the corner boost. Zen looks like he's a little bit lost back here. Needs a good 50, gets it.
Yo no sé si fue buena idea lo que hizo ahí, lo sabe.
Big deal, but he gets demoed, and Osaft's got a wide open net to make it 6-5.
Y sí salió, what the fuck. Wow. Ah, es que no tenía turbo. Va a estar un poco tilteado, sí. Le ha bombeado, madre mía. De hecho, vemos un montón de veces.
Fair enough if you predicted the upset, but I don't think anybody thought it would be this one-sided.
Zen needs a goal. Pass and boost, but will have to use all of it to kind of get rid of the ball in his half. He'll pick up 100. Osaft needs to stay composed. Zen in the air can be lethal. Has the reset.
No, no le salió.
That wasn't lethal though.
That was just an own goal. CSC.
5-7. A favor de Osaft.
Oh, fake kickoff as he tries to finish this off. Zen is going to have 100 boost and might have the ball. Osaft will back off. This needs to be a quick goal. Can't afford to go slow. This has to be the moment. And Osaft
What a save. What a save.
No, no te parece. 4-1, the big upset over Zen. Zen is still alive, sent to lowers, but it's going to be Osaft who punches a ticket to the semis alongside Moxie.
That is absolutely incredible. Zen
Le ganó los
starts off the camera. He is out of here.
4-0.
Did he underestimate Osaft today? I can guarantee you that we
Guau,
did.
guau, guau, guau.
None of us saw this coming.
No me lo esperaba.
Not even in 70.
Yo espero un marcador de, por ejemplo, no sé.
What a win that could be, not just for this tournament, but for his Rocket League career.
4-3.
Everybody's going to hear about this. Everybody's going to see
algo
what
así.
he did to Zen. And it wasn't just kickoff goals and demos. He was hitting flicks. He was hitting
4-0. What the fuck?
plays, and he made Zen doubt himself. Zen always looks confident in the air.
Stop destroying, sí.
Yeah, it's just, if you switch the nameplates in this whole series, everyone would have said, yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, clearly that theoretical Zen was playing amazing, but that Zen was Osaft.
Un poco concentrado en Zen.
Every part of the game, so
Me
comfortable,
parece.
so confident. He had all of what you need in his
Bastante
arsenal.
mal.
He had kickoffs, he had ground plays, he had bumps, he had flicks, he had resets. He had everything you could ask of a player.
It's just amazing to see, and he's going to be starting off tomorrow in the semi-finals. It's a crazy thing to see. You know, we'll see how he goes tomorrow. Zen is not eliminated yet. We'll have to go back to the deso. I want to hear other takes on this. What on earth is going on, guys?
Hasta aquí la reacción, mi gente. Nos vemos en un próximo video. Adiós.